So in 2008, we decided to venture to Santa Fe, New Mexico, the city of holy faith. We went because of what we did in Dallas, which is to pursue revival for the church. And so over the course of the year, we decided to meet with about 70 local churches saying, do you believe that this is true? The Word of God is true. If so, will you help us press in to know Him more, to declare the Word of God? In fact, the word that we felt that the Lord gave us was to know and experience the refreshing presence of the Lord. It comes straight out of John 7. And as we began to declare Jesus as the I Am, the 7 I Ams, we started to see resistance in the community, from the mayor to the local believers even, to the community, to the local newspapers. I had people in tutus outside trying to say, you guys are wrong. They called us racist, bigots, intolerant people, all of these things which were not true. But I gotta tell you, I took it really personal. I've never had anybody say anything really harsh and negative. And so what happened is the media started blasting Kyle Martin versus the mayor almost every day on the paper in Albuquerque or in Santa Fe. So one day my dad Larry, took off from Ace Hardware in Indiana. He came out with my mom, and my dad and I spent a season of prayer, praying, overlooking the Santo Cristo Mountains, the blood of Christ mountains, and saying, God, help us. We don't know how to combat this negativity because we're declaring Jesus Christ. And one of the things the Lord impressed upon my heart was to ask the Lord for a press conference. I don't know, why not? And 2 hours later, Dewey Modi, station manager of KKIM 94.7 FM in Santa Fe and in Albuquerque, called me and he said, Kyle, I got your cell number and I believe the Lord is asking me to do a live press conference with you. When I began to become bold in my prayers, I began to see God responding. And the next day after praying for a press conference, we had 10 or 11 pastors come together and say, we believe that this is true. Unity was a very important emphasis. So was the remnant. The small group that really believes this is important. And what I love even more is that I started seeing a line being drawn in the sand. The churches had to say this is true or it's not. And the Lord began to give me an understanding more than anything. You got to have thick skin and a tender heart, just like Chuck Swindoll says. Because when you have a thick skin and a big God, I believe God can revive any person, any city, at any time.